Mic check 1 2 1 2. What up, man? It's your boy T Woods checking in, back for another episode of Words of Woods. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hey, today's guest, we got 1/3 of the Take Control podcast. Special shout out to you for pulling up on me here today for sure. I appreciate you to come out here, chop it up with me. I tell a lot of people to come out here, they don't come.
Yeah.
So for you to come, I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. All of us have been trying to come, but just our schedules.
It's too much. Yeah. It's too much dealing with the people's schedules. I definitely understand for sure. But first and foremost, though, I know you brought this topic to my attention, and in order for me to talk about it, first I have to ask you, how is your mental health? How are you feeling today? Are you good? Is everything okay? Because you could talk to somebody and they not be okay, but they look okay.
Yeah.
So are you okay? Is everything good? How's life? You woke up this morning to snow.
Yeah, that sucks. But today I'm actually good. Mental health can be a challenge for me because it changes day to day. Sometimes I'm fine. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes.
Wait. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, but you didn't introduce yourself.
You introduced me.
You need to introduce yourself. Say your name. Like who are
right.
people? Like who is this? Like introduce yourself, please. Please introduce yourself.
All right, well, I'm Darriel. Like he said, I'm 1/3 of the Take Control podcast. If you guys remember, we did an episode, last year?
Yeah, last year.
Or it could have been longer than that. I can't remember.
A year and a half.
Yeah.
1.5.
Yeah, what else do you want to know?
Why are you here? What brings you here? Who are you? Give us a little summary of how you got into podcasting and talking.
So I honestly got into podcasting just because it was a random idea of mine. Around 2017, I was kind of going through a lot, and I just needed a way to kind of, like a safe place to talk about my feelings, I should say, and to help other people, who are going through similar things. So I put it on Facebook, like I want to start a podcast. I linked up with Brandy. We were not friends at the time, but she was interested, so she commented. We started working together, and then we added Kim maybe like a year or two ago. Mm-hmm. So that's how we got started.
Shout out to y'all, man. Like you said, it's to express your feelings.
Yeah.
I'll be venting.
Yeah.
This is therapy.
It definitely is. It helped me a lot to learn. I learned a lot about myself and being more open, because I usually, before starting a podcast, I did not talk about my feelings. I was very quiet and closed off. So we've been doing this for almost 4 years, so we've all grown a lot.
It's a way to be vulnerable without being vulnerable.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, for sure.
But back to the mental health, though. You said you was cool, right? Everything's good?
Yeah.
Because, you talking about podcasting and all that. It's stressful, though.
It is very stressful.
All this, just... Especially you do it with 3 other people, though. So, it's just people... Everybody has life that goes on outside of, doing a podcast and stuff. So, you got to deal with other people's schedules, life that comes at them.
We almost quit. Like, we all got into a big argument before.
Oh, man.
This was before Kim. We had another third member, and we almost all quit.
Like, why? What happened, though, for real?
We had an event, and I think there was maybe some misunderstanding. Someone thought there was animosity. We were just arguing about stupid stuff. And me being the very emotional one, I just felt like they were against me. So I got defensive and we argued. We did a whole episode about it. So we argued. We didn't talk for like weeks. Me and Brandy was fighting over who's going to get the name, who was going to keep the podcast.
I was going to go to court.
It was a lot. But after some time, we worked it out.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. But y'all didn't quit, though.
We didn't. I mean, we be slacking.
Why is that, though? Why do you think that, things have kind of like, just far as, is it a motivational thing? Is just life happening? Or, what do you think is the reason that, sometimes people, they have something that they love, but it just tends to, go up and down, up and down. And I had the same feeling, too. It's just like, just all these different emotions. Should I start? Should I stop? Should I keep going? What do you think it could be?
I think I can only speak for myself. For me, I think it was just life. Just so much going on, especially with the pandemic. Like, just, I feel like I was stretching myself so thin, and I really didn't have the mental capacity to want to come and talk about my feelings. And because we've been doing this for almost 4 years, I was starting to get bored because I want to do more stuff. Like, just the goals that we set for ourselves, it was way more beyond than just recording every week, and that's it. And since we haven't really gotten to that point, I was just kind of getting bored, so I just wasn't motivated anymore. So,
no, I definitely understand that, you know, but you know, everything work its way out at the end. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta do another part 2. I have to join you, and the gang has to be here too.
I know.
I gotta join y'all too. I was y'all's first, and I wasn't your first video, was I?
I think before maybe we had like some clips, but it was never.
I'm trying to tell you, it's about the videos.
I know.
Videos.
All our listeners be telling us, like,
Videos.
have visuals.
People want to see, like, it's people that just sit and watch YouTube all day. Nothing else but just YouTube.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. And you can get coin.
That's true.
You can get coin.
Yeah.
But I got a couple topics, though, that we're going to talk about here today. You know, we just going to go in on some topics, see how you feel about certain things, you know, what your perspective is on certain things. And, you know, we're going to just kind of piggyback off each other now. First topic I want to talk about, double standards.
My favorite.
Like, double standards. How do you feel about double standards? It's a lot of double standards. All right, so I want you to name double standards, and I will name double standards. And it could be for guy and girl, but I guess you could speak for yourself, and then I'll speak for the fellas, I guess. You represent the ladies, I represent the fellas.
Okay.
All right, so double standards, what comes to mind first when you're thinking of double standards?
What double standards do we have? I don't know. I feel like the men get to have more fun double standards than us.
More fun double standards?
Yeah, like.
All right, so you can go say what you got to say, but what about, it's a difference between, well, would you rather have fun double standards or serious matter double standards?
I'd rather no double standards at all.
Yeah, nah, facts though, but what's some double standards that, you know, that kind of grinds your gears in? That's a pet peeve. You cringe every time when you just see this or hear this or go through this.
Honestly, I feel like one is like men can be hoes, but not saying that women can be, but like men are allowed to date multiple women and they're not considered a hoe. Okay. But if women want to be a single woman at that and date multiple men, then she's considered a hoe.
Yeah.
And I think single women are allowed to date around. Women get trapped by exclusively dating one guy. Okay. And then you're in a situationship and then it just goes to shit. So I don't like that.
I mean, but think about it like this, too, though. Y'all can do that, too, though, if y'all wanted to.
But then we're called hoes.
I mean, so you're saying you're scared of judgment, pretty much.
It's not that, but why does a woman have to be considered a hoe if she wants to date multiple men? Or people assume that she's sleeping with all of them. Like Lori Harvey, for example. Yeah. She's called a hoe, and people assume that she's sleeping with every man that she dates. Y'all don't know that.
So let me, like, all right, so, but now that comes down to what is dating to you for real? Because if that's your person and y'all really out kicking it and y'all, like, you know, vibing, spending the night at each other's house, I'm pretty sure
that's
like,
different.
You know,
that's different. There's
but
levels.
But that's dating, though. Also, there's dating.
There's levels to dating. Like,
elaborate.
I mean, for me, dating is just like we just kicking in. Maybe we go on some dates here and there. We hang out, but all that staying the night at each other's house.
That's the attention buddy.
I mean,
that's just
you might have a guy that you go out to eat with.
So technically, that's the nigga that's in the friend zone. The friend zone guy.
I mean, for the time being, you might like him, but you gotta take it slow.
But I'm just saying though, like, okay, if a person is dating multiple people and they on that type of time, 9 times out of 10 is sex involved though. So like she is.
Why? Why is 9 times out of 10?
But I'm saying like if I don't know that girl.
That.
I don't know that girl, but you know, if people kicking it how they be kicking it, y'all going trips together and all that. like, let's not be naive here. It's probably sex more. Like me personally, I don't care if she fucking all these niggas or not. I'm just saying, it's like, I think what the problem is, and we're gonna get back into the topic of double standard and all that. I think that what the problem is, like, dudes is judging girls for having multiple sex partners and dealing with multiple people when, like, you're supposed to be doing that, but it's some people that judge a girl for doing that because, for whatever reason. But I mean, like, it's just, we're going, as people, like, it was set out for a guy and girl to mate, so like, it's not no big deal. But I mean, yeah, no, that is a double standard though. I mean, hey, I'm sorry, like, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, it's people that's going, okay, if she doing this and that, you being seen with multiple different, oh yeah, you a hoe. That's just how it.
But the thing about it, you're not supposed to be seen with all these different people. That's the issue.
Like, I mean, you're not keeping it player at the end of the day. Like, you're supposed to keep it under the radar, you know. But shit, it's some people that, you know, they out and they open and they let it be known that that's just how they doing it. But, yeah, nah, I think honestly, niggas want like a perfect, like, innocent angel that ain't never did shit. So like, that's probably why, okay, I can't be seen with this guy or do this with this guy because I don't want him to think that I'm this and that. But I think a lot of too is the reason why most girls are like lie or portray that. Like, you gotta really, like, when you first start, it's so funny when you first start talking to a girl. She's like this most precious, just, I've never done nothing. You're the only I just like you so much. This is new to me type of, you got to, like, sell that dream for real because niggas want that perfect, never touched woman. So that feeds into y'all double standards. But I think y'all know that, so y'all have to do certain things or may fabricate the truth a little bit.
I agree with that a little bit.
You know, so it's like you feeding into the bullshit too. Though. You're a part of the problem, so you can't say that.
I agree.
You're a part of the problem.
I think that women do need to start taking more accountability for stuff. So.
Oh, another double standard. I guess now it's my turn to say mine. Accountability. I put out a video. Oh, man, they gave me hell about that one. I put out one of my Free Game Friday videos, and it was about accountability, and I was, like, kind of, like, throwing shots at y'all, I ain't gonna lie. But I was doing it in a respectful way, but, man, it got a crazy backlash. Like, most of my videos, everybody like, yeah, you know, you spitting the real, da-da-da. But this one, it was my first little, okay, the people not agreeing with what I'm saying, they on my ass. I can only imagine the people who, like, may say something that are, like, celebrities. Yeah. And they get put on Shade Room for, like, just talking on live. Not everybody at their throat, just going hard on them. But I put out a video, you know, accountability, just speaking on, like, y'all can do certain things and not be held accountable for y'all's actions. Like, but we have to, like, be held accountable. We kind of get the backlash of everything.
Yeah.
Like, I did a poll thing, this was months ago, and they was saying who cheats more, women or women? Men or women. Obviously, when it come to cheating, we dirty dogs, you this and that, you fuck nigga, you all this and that, boom. Like, when we cheat, crucify him, boom. If a girl cheats, it's a reason for why she did what she did. She didn't do what she did just out of nowhere. She was mentally just out the situation and just wanted something new, and she just... she just wasn't happy anymore, so she was okay to...
I mean, it's some truth to that,
but why can't it be like that for us? We just don't like you no more. I'm sorry. Like, you ain't it no more, so... Because
that's usually not the case.
See? Why isn't that not the case?
I feel like men cheat just to cheat. It's usually no emotions in it.
Okay, so that's more of enough a reason to just... It can't be like it ain't... My thing is, look, I'm the type of person, if I'm not happy, I'm gonna just leave.
Good.
I don't have that, like...
That's like, how it should be.
I don't have that, like, if you steer me the wrong way, or if you're not on my program, or if we not here with it, you gotta go. And I'm not even gonna be sad, mad, or just trying to keep tabs on, like, gotta go. But that's how it should be. So it's like, if you're not happy in a situation, why not leave? Why just...
Because people want to have their cake and eat it too.
I know. That's not good, though.
Yeah. But that's another double standard. Men, they want to be excused for cheating. And if a woman cheat, it's like a wrap.
Because we love differently from y'all. Like, our love is more pure than y'all's. It is. Because when a man loves a woman, he puts his, like... Because, look, niggas already think that women are so perfect and pure, so he's selling into that, oh, you're the perfect woman, so that's why I'm locking in with you type of fantasy in his mind. You got him, you holding him down, all this and that. And then for you to do some shit like that, it's like, damn, I never thought you would do some shit like that to me. I was probably the man around town doing all this and that, but I put my trust in you and did some fool shit. Now I can't never look at you the same. I fucking hate you forever. Niggas hold grudges. Y'all can get over shit quick. Niggas hold grudges, so.
That's true.
Like, y'all can be done with the nigga and be with the next one the next day. Oh, damn, like, yeah, it's going, all right, so y'all get over here faster, but that shit gonna smack us, like,
because when so basically when a woman is fed up, she's going through the process before she physically leaves the relationship.
That's
so
true.
You're checking out emotionally, physically, so by the time you actually leave, there's no other feelings. So that's why once she leaves a relationship, you'll probably see a woman move on to the next. Yeah. That quick.
I mean, it's kind of low key on some, like, you already setting it up. You trying to.
And to be honest, you probably did.
You trying to stack your Legos for sure. Cause I feel like, man, as much as y'all like to be independent or say y'all like to be independent, man, y'all can't be alone. For real, like, y'all don't want to be alone.
Neither can men.
I could be alone, but I know there's some niggas out here that really can't be alone. Like, they have to always, have
somebody.
So you could be mentally out the situation, but you're gonna make sure that replacement is well lined up so you can get off that boat, go on to the next boat.
I'm trying to save the ladies, but I can't lie because that's the truth. Yeah. It's the truth.
See?
It's the truth.
Yeah, I got the cheat code. I figured it all out. But, all right, back to this double standards. I feel like I'm winning now. All right, we talking about accountability, talking about replacements. What's some other double standards? Back to you.
I'm trying to think of some.
I mean, this is double standard, but we ain't really got to get into shit like this. But y'all can turn up on a nigga, smack a nigga, do this and that. If a dude, okay, I don't even got to go into detail. Like, that's a super double standard.
That's true.
Like,
because I know a lot of females that
you can run in my spot. You could run in my spot and be turning up on me, calling me all type of shit, smacking me on my face, all this and that. But if I retaliate, it's over with for my ass. Or shit, if you call the cops, they gonna come and check me first, and you the one that came with the bullshit.
That's true, but I mean, females shouldn't put their hands on men. And not expect
nobody should put their hands on anybody.
Yeah.
At all. You feel me? But that's a whole different, boom, boom. Double standards. I don't. But I agree with the, we can be dogs, do as we please, and it ain't gonna be nobody that's gonna say shit.
Yeah.
I'm the man.
Yeah. And I will bring this up because this has been a topic and it's been very kind of annoying with a lot of women saying the man has to pay all the bills.
Okay, this is a good one.
And I saw a post the other day and it said something like, the girl was saying basically like, if you're not paying all the bills, then you're not my man. You're just like my roommate. And then I can just be by myself. I'm not liking it.
Why not?
I'm not liking it. Just because I feel like, okay, so as a woman, like, I've been in a situation where I've split bills. I've been in a situation where I didn't pay any at all, but I just took care of the house. And for me, I would prefer to split the bills versus my man taking care of everything. Now, if that's what he wants to do, that's fine. But I just don't believe in that narrative where, like, if you're not paying my bills, you're not my man. Mm-hmm. Because why is a man expected to pay for all the dates, pay for all the trips, pay for all the bills, like, what are you providing? If we both going out and we going to work every day, what's the problem with the responsibilities being split equally?
Well, I think, yeah. All right, so I feel both ways about it. Like, it's a lot of different points about that situation for. I think for one, girls, they want another dad. They want another dad. That's what it come down to. They want another fucking dad. Like, they don't want to pay for nothing. You take care of everything. I'm just living. I'm just existing.
Yeah.
Like you said, you could be unhappy, but that replacement getting lined up. But you might not leave because this nigga doing this and that. So that's going to make you stay a little longer. It could be that. But another thing, too, though, like, it all depends on the, like, scenario. Like, say if it's just a situationship or something like that, y'all just talking, then, no. But if that's your, like, girl or something like that and y'all, like, live together, then it's kind of different. But I seen somebody, they posted this. They made it was kind of a pretty good point. They was like, all right, if y'all both going half on shit and y'all splitting bills, you know, you stressed out, tired from work, but you're not going to be more willing to, like, do stuff for your man because you had to go to work and stress over bills, stress over money, stuff like that.
But he's doing the same thing.
True. But it's on some, like you said, take care of the house. So if you just at home, have to take care of the house, then naturally your man gets home from work, he's paying everything, you take care of your man. So it's a lot of, okay, if you out doing the same thing, or put it like this, if y'all both get into a bag and it's like y'all bossed up, it might be different. But let's say y'all both struggling, then it's a different, like, okay, I've been at my job for 10 hours, 12 hours, I just worked this shift. Nigga, I don't want to come home and cook for you. I ain't about to come home and clean. Nigga, you clean. You got hands. That's probably what it is, for real. So, like, that's what I seen on the post. So I'm like, that's a good point. So,
I mean, I'm not really strong on gender roles, where I feel like a woman has to do all the cooking and all the cleaning. I'm okay with it being shared responsibilities. There may be some days where I'm down and I just can't do it, and I need my man to pick up the slack. There's days where he can't handle it and he's tired. I'll pick up the slack. Like, you just got to support each other. That's just how I feel. I don't want to put all of that responsibilities onto my man because men are expected to be strong and providers, and I know that's how it used to be back in the day.
We can't be vulnerable. Like,
you can't, and I just don't expect the person that I'm with to have to take on all of that responsibility when he got hard days too. He got shit he going through too. So it just depends. You gotta support each other.
Yeah.
So
another thing too, though, I want to talk about. That's a good point that you made too. Okay, so. That's good that you said that, you know. What I want to talk about is I feel like now in this generation, like, niggas is acting like girls and girls is acting like niggas now. But what I learned is, like, women, they want to be niggas, but they don't want to do nigga shit when it's time to be a nigga, like, if that makes sense. Like, okay, yeah, I'm this and that, I'm doing that. But when it's time them emotions take over. Why do you think that? Why do you think the roles have switched in this generation today? Because niggas is acting more in they feminine and girls is acting more in they masculine. So why do you think?
I think women are just kind of fed up and they're just tired of settling. Whereas, like, our grandparents, they weren't unhappy, but they stayed together. Women ain't going for that. If you're not making me happy, you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, you're not doing right by me, I can just be by myself. I have a peace of mind there. I don't have to worry about you and what you're doing. And so I think a lot of women are starting to be more independent. And I'm not mad at it. I ain't mad at it. But at the same time, like, a lot of men have said they don't like women that are too independent. They want to feel needed.
Yeah.
So,
but they get back to what we were talking about. It's some niggas that, like, you not touching none of the bills, like, cause, you know, I got this. And to get back to your point, I want to feel like you need me in a way. So I'm going to make you not work. You know, you can't do this and that. Just stay home with your kids. Stay home. You're stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
And I'm taking care of everything. Because they might want to fuel that ego and just be like, I mean, no, as a man, you want to take care of your family, period. Mm-hmm. But it's in a way you feeling wanted and needed, like.
And that's
I need
cool,
him to survive.
But the stay
you
at
shouldn't
home
be
mom
like that
thing
too, by the way.
Lit.
Nah, yeah,
not that
you
lit.
shouldn't be that way anyway, ladies. Like, don't have that mentality. Like, I'm trying to get taken care of. You feel me? If that happens to you, cool. But I feel like in this generation, like, girls are growing up to, okay, I don't want to do nothing. I don't have no dreams, no goals. Mm-hmm. I'm just hope I hit the jackpot and my life is good.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Good. But always have a plan. Even if you aren't working, at least have some type of business, something going for yourself. Because even if the dude is paying all the bills, I want to have my own money. Mm-hmm. I don't want to have to come to you when I want my hair done, my nails done. Like, you could pay the bills, but I want my own money to do what I want to do. Yeah. So that's why I just feel like I just rather contribute in some type of way, because I don't want a man doing everything for me.
Yeah. And then sometimes people can hold that against you. Like, you know, I'm doing this and that for you, so I'm going to take all this shit away if you fucking get me mad. I'm taking this shit away.
Yep, been there, done that.
That weave, take that shit out your head. Give me that wig right now. Like, it's like that. I don't know, man. This generation weird. It's only going to get worse, though. I say this all the time.
Yeah, it's definitely, everything is just
I feel like people are easy to be persuaded to do things that they don't want to do, but they see that as trendy or cool, so that's what they doing now. Mm-hmm. And that's not good.
Do you think social media plays a part in that?
Hell yeah, social media plays a part of that. Look, we all contribute to the bullshit in one way or another. Whether we know it or not, we all contribute to all this bullshit that's going on. Mm-hmm. But you just gotta handle this shit in doses. Like, you can't consume too much of the bullshit or it's over with. Like, you can't be looking at meme pages all day. Like, it's cool to, like, glance at it here and there. Oh, this is funny, y'all. But, like, if you just all day, like, just boom, boom, you can get caught up in that.
Yeah.
Like, because people don't got no identity.
Yeah. And I watched this documentary about how social media, it does certain things to make you keep clicking and stay on for hours at a time. Mm-hmm. And it just consumes you. So sometimes you got to take a break from that.
That shit a drug.
Yep.
Have you ever took a social media break where you wasn't, like, on social media at all?
I have. Not as long as I should.
Was it a real one? Motherfuckers be doing that fake.
A couple days.
All right, so this is what I be doing. Like, bro, I be chilling now. I got to just post stuff, so I kind of be on there. I ain't going to cap. But I remember I tried to be like, man, I'm trying to take a week off or a day off. Boom. I, for one, take the app all the way to the back on my home screen. So that shit was like 6 pages to the right. So I don't hurry up and click on it.
Yeah.
That wasn't doing nothing. Then this how you know you really like too far gone with this shit is I deleted it, found myself re-downloading it back like 30 minutes later on some like just like this. Yeah.
Sometimes I make myself log out, but I get off for a couple days. But I don't stay off too long, and especially because I like having the podcast and having the business and stuff. Like,
yeah, you can't take no. That's a lot of people's thing. Like, people, that's how it traps you because you're able to build your brand on social media and do whatever you have to do. It's like a good market for the good.
But they have apps where you can schedule posts. Mm-hmm. You don't have to be on there to do it.
But this gets back to the interaction things, though. You got to be able to interact quick.
Yeah.
That's the benefit of social media. Like, you may not have a person's number, but we got to exchange words real quick and boom, boom, opportunity.
That's true. Yeah.
So it's like you can't get out.
You gotta have some type of balance, but there has to be a period of time where I've even noticed like people that like nail techs, they have to deal with people on a daily basis where they'll close their books for like a month to take a break. Mm-hmm. Cause sometimes it's just overwhelming.
Yeah, your phone is ringing all the time.
Yeah, like maybe getting in the habit of like when you first wake up. I mean, I do this. I grab my phone and look at it. But, like, maybe when you wake up, that's not the first thing you do.
You're not supposed to do that. They said that. I've seen a video on that. You're not supposed to do that. Like, you're supposed to wake up, read, wake up, stretch, do some yoga. Like, they said fuck with your mind or something. I seen it in something. I don't know. But people's natural instinct, as soon as they wake up, to go get their phone. Mm-hmm. Like, you're supposed to not even touch your phone until, like, 2 hours after you woke up. Try doing that. You can't do that. Try to do it tomorrow.
I'll try.
You're going to fail. As soon as you wake up, you're going to go right to that phone. Immediately to the phone.
I'm going to try. I try not to be on it. If I notice myself on it too much, I put my phone down. Because it's like you're not being present. Like when you going out to eat or kicking it with your friends, y'all thinking about recording what you're doing, making a video, being on your phone. You're not really being present in the moment.
Yeah. That's because it's a drug.
Yeah.
You got to show everybody what you're doing out here or you ain't doing it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So it's like your phone is a whole different world. Like, that's a whole different world right there.
When I noticed one time I got on Instagram and every post I was seeing was this person got shot, this baby got killed, this mom killed her child, this person got killed by the cops, this person shot their friend. I was like, this is too much.
It's overwhelming. Like, it's just like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Like, but it's crazy. We wouldn't know about stuff like that's going on if we didn't have that. I mean, unfortunately, the situation happened here in our city, but all them, like, the things that go on in all these different places and stuff, we wouldn't know that if it wasn't for social media. So it keeps us in tune.
It's a gift and a curse.
I'm going to start watching the news again. I'm lying.
No, you
I'm
ain't.
not about to watch this shit. But like I said, it's a whole nother world. So how does one find their identity? How does one maintain self-identity and, just to know your true self and not get caught up in the hype and the bullshit of what comes with that phone?
I think the best way to do that is being by yourself. For me, taking time to just be single and, like I said, I have my podcast as an outlet. I had church, just in journaling, like really taking the time to be by yourself and doing the self-work, help. Therapy. I love therapy.
So you recommend people get therapy, man? People have been saying therapy, all this. I've had a guest come up here and she definitely, expressed how needed therapy is in the Black community, especially, and why, especially for men, why we need to get therapy and why we are scared to express.
Yeah.
Our
and a lot of Black people feel like, well, why do I need to talk to a stranger about my problems? I don't want to open up to this person, but they're non-biased, so I don't see the problem in it. Therapy has helped me a lot, just because sometimes I feel like I'm an overthinker or I may worry too much. Just being able to tell someone else and get their perspective, and then I have a male therapist too, and so just getting like a male perspective on things helps me see things better.
So what type of person is your therapist? Like, are they really there to just like listen, or they obviously they getting their feedback, but like, do you just sit down and just let it all out, and then they just sit and wait for you to be done talking, and then, or is it just like a conversation back and forth? Like, what's the process like?
It's a little bit of both. I mean, when I talk to my therapist, we kind of do like a catch up from our last session. We talk about first we'll touch on work. We'll talk about me being a mom, talking about my relationship, my businesses and things just like that. So it's kind of like a conversation back and forth. And there is a period of time where I just express how I feel and then he'll give me his feedback. I also had a therapist where when we first started, we literally started from childhood. She made me do a family tree. And I had to talk about my different relationships with people in my life. So it really depends.
So how do you like find the perfect therapist? Like, how do you put your trust in a person to tell all these things to, and just like who the fuck are you? Like, why am I just met you. Why would I? Because I'm the type of person, man, you can know me your whole life, and it's a lot of things that you do not know about me because I'm like just real conservative and not just. It's helping me. I this podcast, I use this to express how I feel. But if we was to just be having a conversation, I'm really not going to just be pouring out all this and that and telling you this and that because I'm a private person. So how do you trust a person that you don't even know?
It takes
with
time.
All this information?
It really just takes time. You don't know what type of person you're going to get. So sometimes you have to shop around for therapists just like you shop around for your cars. But I feel like you just kind of have to trust your gut and trust yourself. And you just have to know, like, with therapists, like, they're not there to judge you. They're not there to tell your business to somebody else. Like, there's confidentiality. So, I mean, if you want to do the work, it's not going to stop you.
And you got to, like, sign paperwork. And they got to sign paperwork, too, right? So what happens if like they just run off with your business? Like that's against the law, right?
Yep.
But what can you do? Like you can
take them to court
and like sue them for how much? Like what are you gonna really get out of that? Like
yeah, I mean I don't know all of that stuff. I've never had to do that, but
I'm just being extra, just thinking about. But you know, a thing that you spoke on, you know, we spoke on trusting to find a therapist that leads into other things too. All right, I gotta ask you this: is trust? Well, can I say respect? I'm gonna say respect and trust are the same thing. I'm gonna just say trust. Is trust given or earned?
We had this conversation on our podcast. After I thought about it, I feel like when you first meet people, I feel like trust should be given. But that's not how it is with me. Like trust has to be earned. Yeah. But because I feel like it should be given because it's not fair to immediately feel like somebody's going to do you wrong. You got to give them the opportunity to do right or not. So I feel like in the beginning it should be given, but then after that it's like if you do me wrong, then you have to earn that back. So it's both.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's earned for sure because I'm already going into this situation with my guard up.
Yeah, same.
But
that's the issue that you need to work on.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I'm like
I seen
that too.
this. We can get back to what we were saying, but this was like a good thing that I seen that stuck out to me on this podcast I was watching. So I gotta say it. But the dude said hurt people hurt people.
Facts.
Like real talk. So motherfuckers is already going into situations already just with baggage. You know, a lot of shit going on. So the trust ain't all the way there. So it's like, I don't know. Should I trust this person? Should I? So you're going to be overthinking and going through this constant battle in your mind about all this bad shit that's going to happen. So it's on some, I got to get you before you get me.
Yeah. I agree with that. I've been guilty of that, taking baggage into a new situation because I think I'm fully healed, but I'm really not. And so certain things are triggers for me. And I noticed that you have to understand that everybody's different. So you can't really hold a new person accountable for what the last person did.
That's very true.
But it's not easy either. So it's just best for people to not date while they're broken. That's why you got to take time to heal before you move on to the next situation.
True. We can say that all we want. People ain't gonna listen to us. People going to.
They're not, but I mean, I hope so.
Just run like a deer to the headlights in the dark.
That's just how dudes they be getting hurt in kindergarten, and then
turn into savages. But shit. We needed that.
Now they think everybody gonna do them dirty.
Yeah,
like that's
facts.
not fair.
I can't trust none of you. Like that just gets back to my point. What I was saying.
And that's
earlier.
why people need to go to therapy.
You know what I'm saying? Like men love. It's a deeper type of like. I'm trying to tell you, if a man, and this is another thing too. It's so funny how all this is like, boom. But they were saying that women control sex, we control commitment. So what's more valuable, sex or commitment? Commitment is more valuable.
Commitment is definitely more valuable.
So that just lets you know, like, if a dude if his commitment is so valuable, and he's putting his trust and he's selecting you, if you fuck him over. That's why y'all know that, so y'all gotta be perfect.
But my thing is, if y'all have all these feelings about this girl, then why can y'all just go and do what y'all want to do? And it's just.
But you explained it earlier. Niggas can just do that and be nothing of it.
But still, I can't get behind that. I cannot support that.
I wish I could honestly tell you.
I
wish I could honestly tell you, but that's just the law. That is in the law somewhere.
Women just expected to be ride or dies.
Nah, y'all don't. That ride or die shit is just like, do right by somebody who gonna do right by you though. You know. So if motherfucker ain't really doing right by you, move on.
The game is fucked up.
The game is fucked up out here. I mean, I don't know. Y'all coming to take vengeance and power back.
I mean, I know some women that cheat and don't give a fuck. They don't care.
Yeah, they really don't care because they're not going to get caught. It's just...
Women are just smarter than men.
Man, y'all cats, we dogs. Nah, it's not y'all smarter, though. It's just niggas is like, y'all emotions take over. Y'all can't handle your emotions. So a side chick don't know how to be a side chick. A side chick really want to be the main. She want to be the main so bad, but she trying to act like she don't. You feel me? Boom. A dude could be messing with your girl and just play that role so well that nothing goes on. Like a girl would tell, like you see this in like the media. A girl be happy that she fucked a certain nigga and she gotta tell the world. She has to tell it all. Like blow the spot up.
I don't know. Dudes be running their mouths too, so I don't know.
See, no, so yeah, dudes. Okay, so dudes definitely run their mouth a lot, like a lot, and I know that kind of gotta just be cringe to women because it's just like, why the fuck is you telling them the business? Like we already so smooth and sneaky. If you talking, you fucking up what's going on.
Yeah, dudes, they be too chatty. They be real chatty. That's why you just gotta find your person and settle down. It's too bad out here.
Yeah, I don't. But my question to everybody is like, do it only get better or do it only get worse?
And that's why a lot of women want to be single. Yeah. They think dating is trash.
I mean, like I said, what's more valuable, commitment or sex? But I feel like a lot of times too, though, people want their cake and eat it too, though. That's why people not really like settling. It's like if you can reap the benefits of something without fully committing to it, why the fuck would I commit? Like,
yeah, and nowadays titles don't matter. Titles don't mean nothing, and they really do. They hold weight. You know, like I just feel like if there's not that title or that commitment, that leaves room for a person to be like, well, we ain't in a relationship. So I can do what I want to do.
Yeah. But like I said too, though, some people reap the benefits. Like a man could reap the benefits of just talking to a girl and not committing to her because shit, you cooking for me, we having sex, we doing this and that. Why the fuck I don't.
So what do we need to be in a relationship?
Is there something any else more that's gonna like?
Yeah.
No. So why would I?
And that's why women.
I'm already getting what I want.
That's when women got to take accountability because they'll do all these things for a man trying to prove their worth and prove I'm good enough. But then when a man is like, I mean, whatever, then they get mad. But you knew. Like if you want this man to see your worth, you can't go all in doing everything. You can't be playing wife to somebody that's not even your man.
Yeah. But the last topic I want to talk about before we wrap it up is we always want what we can't have, though. So, like, if you messing with this person, like I said, commitment is more valuable than sex. If you thinking, oh, this person going to lock it down with me, you going to do whatever it takes to make sure that they lock it down with you. So, it's okay. But if you're not really like, because you don't really want...
you gotta make the person work for it. And it goes both ways. I won't just say, women gotta make men work for it. Women gotta work for it too.
Yeah.
So if you go all in doing all this stuff, then he's getting the benefits without putting in no work.
Yeah. But it's the power to chase too. Like I said, we always want what we can't have. It's certain dudes that, man, like I love to chase. Like they just, it's something about her. She ain't budging in, so I want her.
I always notice dudes will put in the work and give you that energy in the beginning because you're not really giving too much. But as soon as you let your guard down, he stopped doing the stuff, calling as much, texting as much, saying how he feels as much.
Good morning text is over with. Not getting them. Them motherfuckers is persistent in the beginning with an emoji. Next, no emoji. Just a little regular one. And next, you ain't getting them motherfuckers at all. For real. But like I said, we always want what we can't have. That could be the same for y'all. Y'all just want the wedding. Y'all don't want the marriage. Y'all want the princess wedding with the turtle doves and the flowers and all this and that. You get married, you get comfortable, shit get boring. Next thing you know, y'all ain't having sex for months. And the marriage is trash. So you can get comfortable too. You want what you can't have.
People start slacking, they get too comfortable, but that's when the communication comes in. Like, if it's something where your partner is lacking, you gotta speak up and work through it.
But at the same time, you can't outgrow people though. Like, not everything is what you may think it'd be. You gotta evolve and like just grow. You can go two different paths.
That's true.
A person could be not taking life serious. You could be taking life serious, so you're going to be seeing more shit, doing more things, experiencing more things. This person's still stuck on the same shit. That's not like if y'all got divorced or y'all fell out or broke up, that's not a bad reason, right?
No, people grow apart all the time.
Yeah. Learn to let people go, too, though. People got attachment issues out here. Yes. Fake calling them soul ties. But soul ties are real, but it's a different, like, you would know. Do you believe in soul ties?
I don't know if I do. No, I believe in trauma bonds. I don't know about soul ties.
All these names for all this shit. It's just, who is coming up with these names? All right, what is a trauma bond for one?
I mean, so from what I was reading, it basically just stems from childhood. Like, say you had for example, me growing up, my dad wasn't really there. He was in and out of my life. So then as I got older, I started dating men who was like my dad, who weren't really showing up for me, who one minute they want to be there, one minute they don't. And then you start dating and having these toxic relationships because that's all you know. And you know, so that's when, for me, I kind of grew up feeling like niggas ain't shit. But then when I started doing the work, I had to realize, like, I have to be accountable for the type of men that I'm dating. Because I didn't have a good relationship with my father. I'm dating all these trash men. And it becomes a trauma bond. It's like a cycle.
Yeah. Nah, that's real shit. I've really heard that, like, women, like, go after guys like their dad in a way. Like, that's why if you a dad and you have a girl, like, that's important. Like, you really gotta, like, niggas be like, I don't want to have no girl. Like, why not? Like, if you have a girl, you gotta, like, you are that first example, like, to her. And then some people, like, you feel me, it shows, like you said, just trauma bonds, things that they go through. Or some people may lash out in different ways or act a certain way because they lack that parent figure in their life.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, and I know for me, like, even not even putting all the blame on my dad, like, my mom was very much present, but she didn't really show her emotions. So for me, like, growing up without, you know, having that emotion from my mom and not really having my dad, when I would get in these relationships, I'm expecting this man to fill that void. And so now I'm putting all this pressure on him, like, you're not loving me enough, you're not doing this enough, you're not doing that enough. And it really boils down to, like, my childhood. I didn't get that from my dad. I didn't get those emotions from my mom. So now I'm putting all of that baggage onto this person that I'm in a relationship with. So
yeah, shit deep. But you gotta heal from situations like that, and you know, find yourself as a person and be at peace. Well, I ain't gonna say you gotta be at peace, but you gotta recognize that is the reason why, you know, you act in a certain way. And I feel like once you really get to the root of your problem, that's when you be able to accept it more, and it won't phase you in certain things.
Yeah, and also just sometimes when we think about getting closure and healing, we want that other person to say, this is what I did wrong and this is why. Sometimes you got to be okay with not getting that. Or even if you talk to the person, they might not give you the answers that you want. So sometimes you got to learn to, like, heal and let go without that apology, without that conversation.
Yeah. Because closure is a scam.
It is a scam.
You don't need no closure. Fuck with you. Yeah, man, yeah. I'm fucking talking about, can we talk, please? I don't need to talk to you. Fuck. Sorry with.
Or sometimes you go for closure, y'all end up having sex, and then y'all keep fucking with each other.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But that's toxic shit, though. That should be cool in the moment, but you really think about it, it's just like, nah, y'all just attached. That's attachment issues right there. Like, okay, you scared to leave. Like, and you ain't being a person of your word.
Yeah.
You can't talk all that shit. You didn't talk to your friends. I hate this nigga. Now, he done did. Boom. Oh, y'all back.
And women got to learn to stop telling their friends everything. I am guilty of this because your friends are not going to forgive him, but you will.
And that's the same for dudes, too. Like, I done had shorties I'm messing with. It's just certain stuff. Like, I don't talk about certain things, but it's just like, yeah, I'm done messing with her. Niggas be saying all the time, yeah, I'm done messing with her. Then you back messing with her. Like,
yeah. And then you got to lie. Like,
and then your friends don't forget. So say this person did something to me, this and that, boom, they gonna remember that. Friends and family, they don't remember nothing a person did to you, because in their eyes, you need to be doing right by them, not doing no wrong. So if you a nigga and you cheating on your girl, all this and that, they family they hate you. They hate you.
It ain't gonna forgive you.
They're not gonna forgive you.
So some stuff you just gotta keep to yourself.
Because motherfuckers be double, tripling, quadrupling back. I'm said I'm done, but we not done. It's life.
Yeah.
Women aren't to blame, men aren't to blame. Society is to blame. Shit toxic over here.
Yeah.
But do you have any last words for the people? You know, I often ask people this. I know we spoke about the mental health, before we started all the, the conversation and whatnot. Anybody who out here might be watching this video, what are some words of encouragement that you can give them? You know, they kind of been down in the dumps. They kind of just been depressed in a sense, and they just need some words to boost them back up.
My words will just be to keep going and don't give up. I know sometimes it gets hard and you get overwhelmed and you just don't feel like doing nothing, but you just got to keep going. You got to find different outlets and safe spaces for you. Like I said, I like to journal. I love music and therapy. Like, you just got to find what works for you and just keep going.
You got to keep going. Don't stop.
Yep.
The moment you stop, that's the moment it doesn't happen. Quotes by T. Woods. I definitely appreciate you for coming and chopping it up with me on Words of Woods. Where can the people follow you on social media if they want to get in touch with you?
My Instagram and my Twitter is D_Hawkins and then the number 7. And then you can follow the podcast at Take Control Podcast on Instagram and Take Control Pod on Twitter.
You heard her. Make sure you go follow her, check her out, listen to her. Like I said, I definitely appreciate you for coming to chop it up with me.
Of course.
Best of luck to you in all your future endeavors.
Thank you.